All right, welcome back, everyone. This is Explainer of Mysteries here, and today we're going to be talking about the law of correspondence and going really deep into it. So, I did a little bit of research on what is light, and I'm actually going to decide to do a little research on what is a wave physics. So, I would decide to do a little bit of research here. And so we're going to start off with the law of correspondence in the Kabbalion. And the Kabbalion states, as above, so below, as below, so above. And what that means is that everything in the universe has a correspondence to it. And the law of correspondence is used to solve the paradox, or it is the solution to the paradox in which everything is connected, everything is like, and at the same time, everything is disconnected and unlike. So we actually decided to look into our thoughts. So we're going to take the known in physics, through the unknown thoughts, spirit, soul. It's not something that can be easily and tangibly measured. And so this law of correspondence is going to help us do that. I decided to do an actual little Google search on what is the moving mass of light, or what is the mass of light. I've already been looking into this for a little while, so we're already seeing. So, it says here that the answer is no. Light, otherwise known as photons, has no intrinsic mass, meaning that the resting mass is zero. And so, light also has a relativistic mass, or an effective mass proportional to its energy. So that is essentially m is equal to E over c squared. We took this from, well, Google AI, and physicists have taken this from E equals mc squared. So all you're doing is doing a little bit of division, isolating the variable m, and here you have it. Energy divided by the speed of light squared. So we're actually going to look at what is light. And light is a form of electromagnetic radiation that enables human vision and acts as a primary means of energy transfer through space. So that's interesting. It's a bit paradoxical itself. How does light transfer energy if it has no mass? And we can ask the same question with our thoughts. Our thoughts don't have mass, but our thoughts are real. They are real, and they do have energy, and they do have a certain frequency. In fact, we're going to look at a wave, because waves have frequencies. Light has frequencies. Everything has frequencies. In fact, light has frequency, sound has frequency. A wave in physics is a disturbance that transfers energy through space or a medium without transporting matter. And so there are three key features in waves: amplitude, wavelength, and frequency. So, we have mechanical waves. I'm actually looking at this right now on Google. Require a medium to travel. Electromagnetic waves can travel through a vacuum. Transverse waves oscillate perpendicular to the direction of energy transfer, and longitudinal waves oscillate parallel to the direction of energy transfer, creating compressions and ray refractions. I'm going to actually take some screenshots here because I want to really look into this. And there you have it. So we're going to take the screenshots here, and I'm actually going to pull them up for you guys to see. Just want to make sure this is still recording. And yes, it is. The universe is on our side today. So we can now see that our thoughts kind of behave similarly to light and sound, that they're not matter. In fact, we're going to see this. Light has no intrinsic mass, right? But yet light can transfer heat. How does light transfer, create heat? How does light create heat? Light produces heat through a process called absorption, where energy carried by light photons is transferred to the atoms and molecules of an object. That's interesting. We're going to be taking some screenshots here so you can actually see it. And we're also going to be looking here. Is light matter? Light is generally considered energy rather than matter. So we're using the unknown to figure out the known, or the known to figure out the unknown. I'm kind of slipping over my words here. But that's okay, because the universe is on our side today. And I'm going to be pulling that up here so we can all have a good little video to see. And so we're actually going to be going into the second part of this, that our thoughts can actually have interference. Just like light waves and sound waves are thought waves, our brain waves can produce interference. In fact, we're going to be looking here. And how do waves produce interference? How do light waves produce interference patterns? Light waves produce interference patterns when two or more coherent light beams, the same frequency and constant phase, overlap, causing their amplitudes to add together through superposition. Golden. That's it. That answers how like attracts like. This is the law of correspondence right there. They superimpose, and their amplitudes will add together. And so there can be constructive interference, reinforced, or deconstructive, canceled interference. Interference. Okay, wave interference is a phenomenon where two or more waves superimpose to form a resultant wave of greater, lower, or same amplitude. This is awesome. I used to be really into physics into high school, so, it's definitely something that I can really nerd out on. And yeah, I think that'll be about it for this part. We'll see each other next time.